Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite early quarantine live cooking show, Ralph Cooks. My name is Rabbi Jordan Bronig. Tonight I'm gonna debunk a conspiracy theory that's out there. There are a lot of them out there, but this one is, really bothers me. And that is that making latkes is difficult. Tonight maybe you're watching this, it depends on when you're watching this, Thursday night, the first night of Hanukkah. So it's nice on the first night to get a really crisp, fresh latke, and some people feel like it's gonna be a huge ordeal. I'm gonna stink up the kitchen if I make latkes. It's gonna take hours and hours of hard work. It is not hard work to make latkes. I'm gonna make latkes with, what do we have? 4 ingredients. We've got, obviously, the star of the show. That's the potato. I haven't washed that yet. Remind me to wash that before I start grating. An egg, an onion, and a little bit of matzah meal or flour, whatever you have around. Latkes don't have to be a big deal, but the first thing we're gonna do is start heating up the skillet, because if you put your latke batter into cold oil, it's gonna just soak it up and it's not good. So let's go here. Okay, look, we got oil going into the skillet. This is a little slow, so I'm actually gonna go to the source. Yeah. Okay. We got a cast iron skillet. You want to see how much oil I'm putting in? Okay. Look at this. Okay, I coated the bottom pretty fully. I'm gonna just let that heat up over a medium-high heat. See what we got going there? And that hot oil is gonna lead to a very crispy latke, because the last thing anyone wants is a soggy latke. So when someone imagines who is the star of the Hanukkah story, I think there would be a lot of people who would guess Judah Maccabee, maybe the box grater. I know there are people who are all about the Cuisinart. I like the box grater. It's old-fashioned. You can hurt your knuckles a little bit when you're grating. Charlie, what kind of oil am I using? This is sunflower oil. You can use any of those sort of high heat oils. Canola, peanut oil, olive oil might work, but if you're gonna use an olive oil, don't use a really nice one. Okay, so without further ado, I'm washing some potatoes off. Okay, don't say I didn't do that. You guys want a close up of the grating action? Here you go. Okay. Yeah, there are different takes on the size of the grate, what people are looking for. I actually go back and forth between this size grate and this one, which makes a sort of a thinner grate. But for the sake of time tonight, because I really want to show you that in 15 minutes we can have fresh latkes, and it didn't make a big deal, and it wasn't a huge mess. And the truth is, the oil can last. You know the story. But I'm gonna fry latkes in here, and I might fry them again for the next night, maybe the next night, maybe the last 8 nights. We'll see. Okay, look, that's the little nub that I was using. I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna go to the next potato. I'm gonna wipe off my hand a little. Okay. Okay, so this is I like innovative latkes. I like, adding random things sometimes. I'm not someone who's such a purist that it has to only be potatoes and onions. But on the first night, I want the classic latke. And I'm doing, you saw, I used like 3 medium potatoes and 1, this is a tiny onion. Usually my go-to ratio is 5 russet potatoes to 1 medium onion. And then, you know, an egg or 2 in there. You don't have to use eggs if you're a vegan. I've made plenty of vegan latkes in my day. I use applesauce as the binder, and that seems to work fine. Okay, one more potato. This is exciting stuff. Okay. Meanwhile, the oil is heating up. I'm gonna drop a little piece of potato into the oil just to see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Like, didn't make a sound, it didn't move. That oil is not ready for these latkes, so, you know, that's why I turned it on before we got started. It's a season of darkness we've been in here, you know? This hasn't been our easiest winter, and I'm always moved by that teaching of the Baal HaTanya, the first Lubavitcher Rabbi, who said that a little light can docha a lot of darkness, meaning a little light can push off a lot of darkness. And Hanukkah happens at this like darkest time of the year, and what do? We light a bunch of lights. We don't go by Beit Shammai. We don't go with 1 light. We go with like, all right, we're all lighting a lot of lights, and not only that, we're gonna take those lights and we're gonna like put them in the window, and we're gonna send that light out into the world. So that's sort of the idea of what we're going for here. All right, look, I did 3 potatoes, 1 onion here. Okay, I'm gonna grate the onion just like I grated the potatoes. I'm gonna keep it like kind of whole because that's gonna make grating it a little bit easier. So, yeah, look, just like us, so many layers, so much complexity to the onion. Okay, that little piece of potato in my oil, look at it. Starting to dance a little bit. So that means we're getting close. Okay? You guys are gonna be like completely amazed in a few minutes. You're gonna be like, oh, we just started this episode of Rav Cooks 1 minute ago. How could we possibly be done? That's just how fast it is to make latkes. Really not brain surgery, and it really can move quickly and can be not a very big deal. You know, and I'm saying like latkes for 2. This is gonna make like, you know, easily like 15 latkes, but you know, that's latkes for 2, because who can stop at 6? You gotta keep going, okay? I'm getting a medium bowl here. Okay, see that bowl? Taking everything that I just did. Watch this, the grand reveal. Look at that. Tower of potato and onion. Knocking it all into the bowl. Okay, I can hear my oil heating up. We're close. You don't believe it right now, but we're close. Okay. Beer and latkes go just magnificently together. People are always asking, what do you have with your latkes? Are you like a applesauce person or sour cream person? Wow, I just missed. My egg went right onto the counter, but that's okay. Watch this. Now it's in the bowl. See, this is life. It's not all perfect here on Rav Cooks. Sometimes I make a mistake. I'm taking a big sprinkle of salt. That was probably a half a tablespoon of salt. Is that too much? Let's see. Only time will tell. And you're gonna salt them now, before you cook them, and then right when they come out of the oil, also give them a little salting. I'm also gonna wash my hand off. This is a hands-on activity. If you couldn't tell. Okay. Black pepper? What do you guys think of that? Okay. Look at this. You see what's going on in here? It looks like potatoes. People like worry about their potatoes oxidizing. Like honestly, like it's about to be fried. It's gonna be brown and crispy. Like it really doesn't matter. Also, some people like are big drainers. They like squeeze the potatoes. I don't know. You can do that if you want to. I almost forgot the matzah meal. Now I'm saying matzah meal, but I think I actually have whole wheat flour tonight because I was out of matzah meal. Chickpea flour, regular flour, breadcrumbs. Really like anything will do. Okay. What is that? That's a tablespoon of flour. Okay, so I had 3 potatoes, 1 little onion, an egg, salt and pepper, some flour. Mix it all around. Are you ready to watch some scooping? Now, this is gonna be a little bit. How many eggs? 1 egg, Ellie. Good question. I love the like pre-Hanukkah family love happening in the chat. I like that. I appreciate the singing that's happening. It's all good. Okay, so look. You don't have to overdo it with the size of your latke. Like a little, you know, this kind of thing. Not a huge latke. I want you to watch me put it in the oil though, because I think it's going to be satisfying, and it's like a real sound of Hanukkah. So you can see. Yeah. Okay, so that oil's on medium high. Okay. It's really. We're happy with this. I could probably do 5 in the pan. I'm gonna settle for 4. Because, you know, you don't have to push it. Where are you guys? Yeah, it is kind of a sweet little, like, listen to the soft sound of the latke going into the oil. The gentle sound of the fry. Yeah, it's good stuff that's happening here. I don't give you a ton of recipes. It's sort of what I call the Torah Shebe'al Peh, the oral Torah of my cooking, which is you gotta be there, you gotta hear it, you gotta feel it. Yeah, Avram, I almost forgot about my olive oil filter. Look at that. That's me. Through a jar of oil. Yes. It wouldn't be a Rav Cooks without that moment. So look, I've said this to you guys a lot. When I'm cooking, some people think that cooking means they're like, I've always got to be touching. A lot of life and a lot of cooking is about waiting and like not bothering things, like just sort of like letting it be. So look, I've got this nice Georgia craft brew. I moved since the last time I did a Rav Cook, so here I am. I live in Atlanta now, working at Emory, creating meaningful Jewish experiences. This is the craft brew that I'm drinking. Quite delicious. Okay, look. Okay, we've got 4 latkes doing their thing in the oil. My kids are upstairs asleep. They would be very upset with me if they knew that I was making latkes like the night before Hanukkah and that they weren't going to get to have them. But that's life, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I'm not sure if these guys need a flip yet. You can see sort of around the edge of them, like particularly, I'm not going to put my finger in the oil, don't worry. Around the edge, we're getting a little bit of browning. So I'm kind of thinking like, let's give them one more minute, and then we'll give them a flip. Now, in terms of the sour cream applesauce decisions that have to be made, you know, why not? Why do we have to like break everything into a binary? Why can't it be a sort of both and situation here? I like applesauce and sour cream. I like, you know, a yogurt sauce sometimes. I'll make a little raita and eat it like a pakora. That's good. Oh, that's good. Good call, Shayna. I'm gonna open the door right here and air this puppy out so that nobody's the wiser in the morning. Yeah, Elliot, you're right. It is a bit of a machloket. Okay, you're gonna watch the flip, okay? Okay, now this spot right here, I wish it was a little bit browner. So I'm gonna take these and sort of give them a little jiggle in the pan so that everything gets nice and hot. But this is it. Like, I turned this Facebook Live on no more than 17 minutes ago, and already we're like minutes away from a bite of a crispy latke. So I'm gonna get a plate. I'm gonna get out a fork. Okay. Maybe I opened the door. Elijah might show up at any minute. Be like, you know what? I'm in the mood for latkes. All right, look at what we have here. Okay, this one's gonna be. Oh, that is nice, right? Look, this is. Did you guys see the size of that oil container that I have? That is like easily 1.5 gallons of oil. This right here, I started steeping today. This is fire cider. So in this jar is, I had a gallon of apple cider vinegar. I grated up horseradish, turmeric, garlic, lemon, habanero pepper, ginger. There's a little bit of orange in there, and this is gonna steep for a month. And I'm gonna have fire cider on my hand, which is, you know, all those immune boosting things for this winter ahead. Okay, third flip. Happy with that. I think I could turn the oil up like a tiny bit, honestly. I don't think I think that sometimes the oil temperature drops a little bit when you crowd the pan, so. Okay, I'm gonna get out a paper towel. We're minutes here from a little pre-Hanukkah treat for me. I said for two, but I don't know if Casey's coming down, so it might just be that I'm making latkes for one right now. So look, as soon as I pull these out, I can start adding in the rest. This was my batter. It's nothing but 3 potatoes, a tiny onion, a small onion, an egg and some flour, a good bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna salt them again when they come out. I'm gonna get some sour cream and some applesauce, and I'm gonna have my first bite of the holiday season, which is exciting. I'm ready. I'm ready for Hanukkah. More light. We need it. We need to spread it. So, oh man. See, look. I just took a look at that. That is not done. I'm gonna put that back in the oil. This, on the other hand, is really close. So I said not to mess with things too much, and now you see me messing around. Okay, look. we've been together for a few minutes. Anyone who has, favorite fried foods, you can drop those in the chat. I don't just fry latkes during Hanukkah. Like I said, I keep this oil going for 8 days. I'll make some homemade tortilla chips in there. We're gonna fry some samosas. We're doing it all here at the Fishnig house, here on Harold Ave. So, l'chaim, I'm gonna pull out a couple of latkes and we're gonna take a bite and see how they are. Oh, these look good. This is gonna be good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm not gonna say that it doesn't smell in here. It smells like I've been frying latkes, but it's not. Oh yeah, tostones. Good call, Ellie Levan. It smells like I've been frying latkes, but it's not like overwhelming. It's not gonna be like horrible. The times when it's like, a lot is when you like sit and you make 30 pounds of latkes for a whole party coming over, and then it gets a little bit overwhelming. But this smells like, like I'm at like a Ukrainian restaurant. It's not a big deal. Just chilling at Veselka, and this is the smell that's going on in here, which is really not a big deal. Okay. Applesauce. Okay. There is. Oh, I'm gonna have to get somebody. Can somebody open this for me? I'm gonna. Oh, how do you do? What do you do when you can't open something? Do you like bang on it? Run it under the tap or something? I'm gonna have to go get Casey to open this. All right. So in terms of the machloket between sour cream and applesauce, sometimes sour cream wins because, you know what? I can open it up. Okay. Look at this. Look at this sweet little bite. That's just me. But look at this sweet little bite that we have going. Okay. It's gonna be lovely. Okay, I'm gonna give it a crunch. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'adama. Honestly, it tastes like Hanukkah. So good. So, like, crispy, salty. You get all the potatoiness. It's, like, that was 20 minutes. I'm gonna do like one more I probably have enough for like 2 more skillets worth, but it's not gonna be a big deal. I'm gonna be cleaned up. I'm gonna have some latkes in the fridge to start things off. Happy Hanukkah to one and all. I am excited to hear how your latke making goes. You can report back to me. You can FaceTime me. I'm happy to give you like a live tutorial, but wishing you all tons and tons of light and much sweetness in your holiday. Peace. Be well. Chag Sameach.